The December 3rd full moon reached its point of perigee on Sunday night, approaching a distance of around 224,000 miles from Earth. But a bizarre video uploaded to YouTube by user Richie from Boston, purports to contain evidence that the moon is much closer to Earth than that and is actually less than 4.7 miles away. The conspiracy video kicks off with Mr. Ritchie peddling theories about chemtrail sprays before shifting his attention to the moon. He said, "They're lying to us. Do not believe NASA because they are lying about our entire origin." Claiming to use a Nikon P900 digital camera, he zooms in all the way on the moon, exposing every bump and crater on its surface. Richie from Boston Supermoon 2017, a bizarre YouTube video claims the moon is only 4.7 miles away from Earth. Related articles: Supermoon 2017, when to see the supermoon this weekend. Supermoon 2017, how to photograph the supermoon. Tips and tricks. He said, "See this video that I'm taking right now? I am clearly in the daytime and am zooming in on the moon. Let's watch this again. In the daylight I am zooming right in on the moon, no problem with the Nikon P900. And I can zoom in even further than that, and I believe I will. There it is. You can literally see what looks to be stars shining right through it." Mr. Ritchie then promptly cuts to a view of the Boston skyline across from what appears to be Charles River. Further demonstrating his evidence, he uses the same camera to zoom in on the Prudential Tower in Back Bay, which he claims is only 4.7 miles away from his home. He said, "Here we go, here we go, here we go. Prudential Building. You can almost read it 'cause it says Prudential right there. And there you go. They're lying to us. Do not believe NASA because they are lying about our entire origin." Richie from Boston. My camera is totally maxed out. I apologize for the shakiness, but when you're zoomed out 2000 millimeters, the camera is shaky. Now let's watch me zoom in on the moon, which is 200,000+ miles away, and I'm trying to film the moon through an incredibly heavy atmosphere which they're spraying in front of my eyes. Mr. Ritchie quips in his moon conspiracy theory video. Richie from Boston. Everything that they tell us is a lie. I can't zoom in more on the moon than I can on a building that I can see with my naked eye. That's crazy. They're lying to us. Do not believe NASA because they are lying about our entire origin. Despite the outrageous claims, there is actual scientific evidence to prove that the moon is in fact about 238,000 miles away from Earth. Through the use of powerful lasers on Earth and lunar laser ranging retroreflectors left on the moon by the Apollo 15 mission, NASA is able to precisely calculate the moon's distance and location. The U.S. Space Agency explained, the distance to these retroreflectors from the Earth can be and is still routinely measured to the centimeter level or better, and their relative positions are known to a similar level. Such measurements can be used for several purposes, such as precisely determining the orientation and orbit of the Moon, testing gravitation and general relativity theories, and for establishing a highly precise latitude and longitude coordinate frame for the Moon. Richie from Boston Supermoon 2017, the conspiracy video claims that NASA is lying about the Moon among other things. And during last night's supermoon event, the Moon shortened the distance between itself and planet Earth, when it reached its point of perigee. This happens because the gravitational effects from Earth keep the Moon in an elliptical orbit, which brings it closer and further away at different times throughout the year. Dr. Greg Brown at the Royal Observatory Greenwich explained, "Our Moon travels the Earth on an orbit that takes 27.3 days to complete. That orbit isn't perfectly circular, it's slightly elliptical. And that means that at certain times during the orbit, the Moon is slightly closer to the Earth than at other times. A full moon or a new moon which occurs during the closest point in this orbit is known as a supermoon." Related articles: Supermoon 2017, when is the supermoon in December 2017? How to watch Supermoon 2017, what time is the supermoon in the UK? Supermoon 2017, when is the supermoon in your area? Full moon date.